Hello, I'm Steve, and welcome to our channel Patio Heat, where we provide a visual concept of infrared heating as well as tips for ideal patio comfort. Check out our patioheat.com website for sales and more information. I appreciate it if you would tap that like button as it helps others find our channel. Now let's get heating. Alright, so what we have here is a residential application, and essentially we have the structure with these, I'll call them accordion style doors here. I don't see any major obstructions above other than the fact that we have this large beam that goes across here. And then there's a balcony section that comes out a little bit further. The main seating area is right here. I'm going to go ahead and heat up the whole entire space and let the customer decide whether they want all units or partial, and kind of leave it at that. Alright, so let's go ahead and get right into the dimensions. First of all, I want to just say that the overall dimensions that the customer gave was 26 feet 5 inches by 10 feet tall, and then 11 feet deep. Now, the process I used to use an image and convert it into these actual drawings didn't match up to all those dimensions, so I'm just laying those dimensions out here. I'm assuming that they didn't count the space here for this little step here. And that's about it, so we'll leave that, and then I'll just go into the dimensions that I actually have here. So my actual overall dimensions of the space here going all the way to the edge is 29.5. Out to this little wall here, I'll call it at 17.11 or 15 feet to the step over here. And then overall height I have here, I have it at 10.2 to this bottom edge here, 9.8 to the bottom edge of that section of the balcony. And I know there's a little notch in here too, so that's something else that we'll have to, the customer will have to decide on how that mounting might work. And then this edge here I have at 9.2. And I think that's pretty much it. The balcony comes out 3 feet, and I don't have the actual dimensions of these beams going across, how tall they are and their positions, so I'm just kind of matching up a uniform amount, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them total, and that just corresponds with the balcony is how I have it laid out. So we'll leave it at that. Alright, let me turn that off. Alright, so there's a couple of different ways that we can actually heat this space, and I'm going to put these into two different groups. These are 6,000 watt units, all 6 of them here. And if we were to put these, if you wanted to heat up the entire space, you're going to need something like this application here. And let's just go ahead and, well, let me go here first and just show you that clearances are all met. So the clearances above, oops, and the clearances below, you can see that there's no problems with that in reference to the dimensions that I have. I have these on, I think this is a 25-degree angle, and these ones inside are 6 inches from this edge here of this beam out to the edge of the heater. And then the mounting positions, again, you'll have to make some type of either get longer brackets, and I'd have to know exactly what the true height is from this bottom edge of the beam to the ceiling up here, and the actual dimensions of this beam as well, in order to get an exact size referenced bracket. They have the OEM bracket, which is 6 inches. And then they also have 2, 4, and 6 inches longer than that. So a total of 12-inch bracket is the longest you can get. All right. And then as far as I'm concerned, these ones are okay with the exception of whatever that notch truly is up there. All right. So those are the clearances. Let me turn that off. And we'll look at the footprint of heat. So footprint of heat, you can see that we're heating up the entire space with these 4 units. With the exception of this step here. We do have to watch out for the clearance on these doors. That's why I have them so far inwards and straight down. and then these at angles so that we don't have too much overlapping in the middle. It'd be too hot with 6,000 watt units at this height. You could use a dimming system, but that would be my recommendation on this application. And I'm going to go ahead and just turn off this this group here, and let's just say that the customer only wanted to have 3 units out here. So I'm going to just take these 3 units. Let's see if I can grab those properly, and then I'm going to move them from this location here. Let's see if I can grab it here in the middle, and then I'm just going to move it straight out to this location here. And you can see that now we're heating up primarily just this spot here. You can see we're not covering the whole entire space, but my couches might be further apart than what they truly are at the residence. And then also we can eliminate this one here as well if it is just a necessity just to heat up this area here. So it does look obviously less congested with just that out there. So there you go. And this one is just centered here, and then I spaced them so that this edge here is just on the edge of the balcony, and same with the other one that I just eliminated. This one was on the edge of the balcony here, and so that would just give a nice uniform appearance there, as well as footprint of heat. Okay. All right, so let me go ahead and just turn that off. Hold on one second. And we're going to go over here. They did have actually 2 areas that they were interested in heating. So this would be the second area, and the second area here, looking at the dimensions, we have this 9-foot height here, 9'2", total span of 8'9", 13.5 on the inside edge to the inside edge, with a total footprint here of 15.5. And we also have an overall height inside here, this top edge here at this 14.2. Those are beams inside here. I don't have the beams modeled here just because of the fact that it's not going to be an area that we're going to actually use to mount the heater. So I took that off of there. Now we are concerned about the fan. We are concerned about a TV set being over here. And we're also concerned about the fact that these doors open outwards, and so those are all things that we have to meet clearances to. And so for that reason alone, and the space size that we have here, there's really one option that I can come up with. I can't put a heater here because I just can't meet the clearances from the door to any location up here, and same with the opposite side. Can't put a heater on this back side here because of the fan. So the only option would be to place a heater right on the bottom edge of this beam area. And I think I have that right here. So that would be another 6,000 watt unit here. And we're going to go ahead and it's just centered within this space here. And the footprint of heat will look similar to this. You might want to angle the heater slightly inwards if you really need to get the seating heated up over here. I have it so that the table and chairs, the table itself is just at the same location as this outer edge of the patio section. So that meets right there. And so you can see that we're throwing some heat out here, and you might want to just either move the table out or just angle the heater in maybe 10 degrees is all you really would need. You can play around with that as far as moving the heaters after it's mounted, and see exactly what you're looking for. And you can see the clearance here. Clearances are all met, so we do have this detail. Now this detail is not exactly the same as the image that they sent me, but you can see this detail with with this detail here that I have, that it's meeting the clearances to combustibles, so that's not a problem. And that's about it. All right, well, I hope this has helped. If you're looking for some assistance with your outdoor heating application and you would like us to review what you have, just send your information to designs@patioheat.com. I'm Steve, and if you could hit that thumbs up button, it really helps our channel We don't advertise, we don't monetize, and that's the only way that YouTube will get more people to view our services here. Thank you very much, and you have a great day.